Welcome to this introductory video of my application, which is already published in Open Exchange. So in this video I will demonstrate how to install the application, and I'll quickly go through the basics of authentication, authorization and auditing. So we'll create the new user and we will see the audit log, how to update programmatically, and then we will create some roles and we assign some privileges to the user, and also we will grant all the privileges to the user, and at the end we will see how to enable, disable or authenticate or unauthenticate any web application. So I will use web terminal, which will be installed along with this installation. The online demo is also available for this application, which can be accessed by clicking this link. And also in community portal, the article is already published, where you can find all the commands used in this application. This is how to create a user, and this is how to give authorization by creating role and by granting the access, and then after how to assign the role to the user, then how to enable, disable and authenticate the web applications. So here the application can be installed if you have a local instance by ZPM by using this command. And this is a layout of the application, and these are some of the recommendations. So let's start. So we need a Docker. These are the requirements, and these are the details which we will go through. So for in the beginning we need to clone this repository. So we have to go to GitHub. Here we have options. Here in the code we can just copy this link. So then I'll go to Visual Studio, and here I already installed some of the extensions, mainly for GitHub and some for the InterSystem tools. So let's clone the repository. Just we have to paste the URL, and it will ask the local folder. So I'll just use this folder. Okay. So it's cloning the repository. So okay, it's done. Let's open the repository. So these are the files. Let's start the Docker. Just right click and we can use this compose up. So it will start the Docker, and then it will initiate the script and copy the source to the Docker. Okay, the Docker is started. So let's go through the files we have. Mainly these are the files for Docker. This is a Docker file which contains the image, and these are the basic commands. And then in the module file we have this, we define the name and the package, and here we are invoking the patient class method to add some dummy data. So it's here in the source we have and this is our main class patient.cls. This is persistent class, and this is we are inheriting because we will populate the data. So this is a method, so it will populate 10 records to this class. Then we have this security class, where we have all the functionality used in the application. This is the create user and grant roles and enable, disable or authenticate the application. And this is our data entry form. This is a login form. So let's start the application by clicking here, and so this is our main interface. Just log in by super user, with the password sys. Okay, so this is our main interface. Let me start the management portal. Beside, open a new window, we'll do the same. So this is our management portal and this is our application. So let's first go through to the users, security users, and these are the users installed along with this instance. So let's create the user. This is our first task, to create a user. Just click this link. So it's saying test user with password demo is created. Okay, so let's refresh here. So the test user is created. Just click this one, and here no role is created yet. So let's go here and let's go. If you click again, it's saying that the user is already exist. Let's go to the data form. This is our data entry form, and let's log in first with the test user. The password is demo. Login. So test user and sorry, demo. Okay, so now we log in as a test user. So this is our default role whenever we create a user. So let's go to the data form and just search the record, and it's saying that SQL privileges violation. So it's raised this error. Okay, so before assigning the this granting the roles or privileges to this user, let's explore the auditing facility. Just I'm maximizing this one. In the security management, we have here the in the security we have auditing. So by default the auditing is enabled. So let's go to the view audit database. So here is audit all the events. So here this user change event, this one. So this we inserted programmatically once we created our user. So it's saying that audit log inserted from data app security from this application. This is inserted by the system. So it's saying super user and the created user test user. Go to the details. So these are the details of the auditing. So it's saying given data. So this is a we created test user with password demo. So this is auditing. We have a lot of details here. So let's go back to the our application. So this auditing is done by this command here in the security. We have once we created a user, so we have this command to insert into the audit in the system audit. The details are available in which I already showed in the documentation. So it's already here, auditing detail. So this is just a basic. So more detail can be found here. So let's go back to the application. Okay, so now next we will create roles and we will grant access by pressing this option. So now it's saying that admin secure use privileges is required to create a role. Okay, so we should log in as a super user. So let's log in with the super user or system. Let's use super user as well. Okay, so we log in as a super user. Now we'll go to the main task and we'll grant the privileges. So now role is created and granted to test user successfully. So let's open the users here. So this is a test user. Open it, and here in the roles, so this read write role is created. when we go to the details in the SQL table, just select the user and this patient table. So this select, insert and updated access is granted to this user. So let's go to the code. So again in the security class we have this grant role class method. So first it will create this first it will just create the role, read write role. Then it will use this grant command. So this select, update and insert on this patient class to this role, read writer role, and at the end we are granting this role to the user. So let's go back to the application. So now let's try to update the data. Again we have to log in with the test user. So the password is demo. Okay, so we logged as a test user and go to the data form and search. Now we can able to view the records because this user now has access to this table. So you can select, insert and update. So let's update some record. Just click this one and let's just anything, just we can say update it and new, just save the record saved. So this is the new is updated. So let's create the new record. Just I'm creating just a new patient, saying VIP and save. So record saved. Okay, so this record is saved with the new patient, and just click and delete this record. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, so record is deleted. So now this user have all the success to this table. So let's go to again to the main task. So next is grant all privileges. Okay, let's log out from the management portal and let's try to log in with test user. So it's test user, password is demo, login. Okay, so here you notice that it's saying error in page because insufficient privileges for operation. So now just let give this user all the access. So we have to again log in with super user or system. So super user. Okay, so we logged as a super user. Go to the main task. Now just grant all privileges to this user. Okay, role all is granted to test user. Say okay. Now let's log out and log in again. Okay, now this user has all the privileges. Let's go to the users. So this is our test user. Now this test user has all role, so it's mean he can access to all the resources and all the objects. Okay, so now next let's go to the disable and enable the any web application. I already have this web terminal application which is installed along with this installation. Just click and it will ask the username, password, sign in. So I can able to sign into this web terminal. Okay, so let's disable the web terminal by just clicking here. So web terminal application disabled successfully. Okay, let's try. Okay, now I'm not able to access this application. So what happened? Let's go to the security and let's go to the applications. So we have this application terminal. This is now click this one, and here the application is disabled from here, so that's why I am not able to access. Let's enable this web terminal application. Now web terminal application enabled successfully. Just refresh here and see it's enabled, so I can now able to log in again. And same here, the disable web terminal authentication, which are these options. Currently we use this method password, so let's disable this. Click this one, and web terminal application authentication disabled. Let's refresh and see it's removed from here. Let's try to log in. So even I am providing the correct credential, but I am not able to log in because there is no authenticated method is selected. So let's go back and let's say use enable. Let's enable it. So web terminal application authentication enabled. When I refresh, so this password method is enabled. So let's try again. Okay, I am able to access this application. So that's it. So for this disable and enable, let's just go to the code. So this is for the disable application. We are just opening this, getting the reference for this web application, and this is a property enabled, so we are using this one, and for the authentication we are using this property. So that's it. Thanks for watching.